Oh, hello? Hi. It started without me. It started before I was ready. Spirits like, nah. Welcome to today's messages. And look, the sun is out. Yes, excellente. Let's tap in and tune in to the frequencies of today. We're good. Yay, the sunshine. Yes, the sun shining. And so many rainbows. We love it. We love the rainbow times. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's start with the Josephine Wall art card because they're gorgeous and letting go. Yeah, letting go of the bank. Don't hold on to the edge of the river. Let it guide you, let it carry you, and just focus on your balance so you're not floating upside down. And enjoy the ride. You ever floated down a river before? Try it. Try it, you might like it. Okay, what do we got here? Inner beauty and reflectiveness. Nice. Okay, so we've got inner beauty. And are you getting self-care from this? Because I certainly am. Because look at this, rested, comfy, cozy, held, right? Peaceful. This is how I want my nervous system to look, right? Yes, and look, this inner space starts to affect the outer. Beautiful. Okay, and then this one, a reflectiveness. Look at the flowers. Okay, I feel like this is like looking at yourself and playing with yourself and like your inner child doing things for joy, for beauty, for love, for peace, for all of the gorgeous things. Beautiful. It's a 21 and a 23. If you are crazy about numbers, which, sometimes they just stand out. I'm getting like 1, 2, 3, right? This count up progression. I'm getting 3, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. Life is a dance. 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's get the Aksharians. Inner beauty, reflectiveness. Yes. Oh, also the little fairy is riding a hummingbird. So yes, this joy. How often are you reflecting upon your joy, reflecting out joy, reflecting back joy, right? If our outer starts to mirror our inner spaces, then joy should be present, right? Okay. This is the one the Arcturians are giving us today. And I may have an inkling, but I forget. It is blueprint. Beautiful. To become fully balanced, we have to return to our most basic program so we can follow the right path. This is your inner blueprint, is a calm nervous system and a joyful, playful, exploratory engagement in the world. Yes, this is your divine blueprint. This is what you were meant to be. To achieve is what I heard. This inner serenity. We got Scarfield, as he just recently named himself. Hi. Well, it was the neighbors calling him Garfield. His name's Scully. And then I accidentally called him Scarfield, and then it was like, hallelujah. It's like, that's his name. Yes, we'll still call you Scully for short. Okay. You want up there? Hey? Yes, he does. Okay, we'll get a rune after I put him up there. 1 second. Okay. He's all up there. My bed's like 4 feet up off the ground, so. And he's got 3 legs. And only one of them is in the back. And he's, got Maine Coon in him, so he's not a small kitty, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, the neighborhood calls him Garfield, so there you go. Okay. Okay, runes. Shuffy, shuffy. I love all these rainbows. What is this? Thank you. Gibo has come out again. Partnerships, relationships. What else? What else? Partnership. Gibo. Gifts. Gifts. Okay. Partnership. Sacrifice. Fair exchange. And honor. Beautiful. I mean, is there a more majestic creature? Gorgeous. Okay, so gifts. Well, first of all, I feel like your inner spaces gifts your outer spaces by reflecting. And the universe wants to gift you. I think the universe gifts us all the time, whether we perceive them as gifts or not. Gifts are kind of like what you ask for, right? What your frequency asks for. There is your spirit team giving you gifts. Okay, this is my signs and synchronicities from your divine spirit team that lead you on the way, right? This is your connection to your intuition that guides you, that nudges and pulls you. It is it's a collaboration, right? Because you have to perceive the signs and use your will, your free will, to choose to follow or not, right? Because, yeah, spirit can sprinkle all kinds of things around you, but unless you can recognize and act, then they'll just be like confetti forever in the ground, right? Okay. Okay. So we've got you in the world, but this is giving me completeness. The world can represent one full revolution around the sun, right? A completeness, a year in completion. And this Queen of Pentacles is self-sufficient, self-reliant, self-care, sanctuary, pouring into self, home, stability. So this is a reflection of you and where you have come. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is all about the inner beauty, right? And the reflectiveness. The Queen of Pentacles is solidly, firmly sitting in her material realm. So, past, present, or future, this is where you're being led, or this is where your divine crumb following has led you. This is what you're working for. This is where you've come in your creating of this new world of inner peace, right? And this is reflected in your external world. So this Queen of Pentacles creating a beautiful physical environment, the sanctuary space, the self-care, creating food, cleaning spaces, creating. This is all inner, presented outerly. Inner presented outer. Yes, that's what we're going to go with. Reflectiveness. So your ability to look at how far you've come is what I want to say, especially with this year in review, right? Like, even consider how far you've come since last year, how far you have, all that you have overcome and changed and released and applied. Okay, yes, one who takes action from the heart space, one moving intentionally with love, through love, for love, which is gorgeous. Whew. Speaking of love, I got the swan bumps. Okay, so this is like my vision board, right? Being in this elevated perspective above the rest, not in like I rule you, I'm the king of the castle, you're the dreamer. None of that. Just higher perspective in your own, right? Wielding the wand of balance. It's got the masculine and feminine, and actually one of the balance card of the Arcturians is this exact symbol. So this is that masculine and feminine, this balance between being and doing and knowing the difference and when to do which, right? And this is your intuition connection, being able to see behind the veil. You've got all the calculations and everything, and the old world and the new world, right? This, I want these things. We'll take all the beautiful animals and forests and definitely moss. We'll just throw that everywhere. But we're going to leave this out, right? We're going to leave this out. Okay. So, King of Cups, King of Hearts. I love this. So we have our balance here. Our grounded beingness and heart-based action. Yes, to leave the old behind. Okay, and it takes this reflectiveness to be able to recognize any lingering tethers, debris, and residuals from the past. But tens are the ends. This is what is being left behind. But this is also something that you have to reflect upon to find the treasures buried within, the lessons, the wisdom, the alternative ways of seeing things, right? You could have held on to a grudge, usually for lack of information. We just don't have enough information, and then we fill in the blanks to satisfy our own hurts or wounds, and then we hold the other responsible, right? But as soon as we are able to perceive things from a different angle, then there is an understanding. Oh, that person acted that way because that was all that they had the capacity to, or because of these trauma wounds. It's not about excusing their behavior. It's about finding a way to detach from it, for you to detach from it, right? Because everything we hold on to, we carry with us. I mean, it's in the words, right? If you're holding on to grudges, then you're carrying it with you wherever you go. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to be light. We want to be free. We want to be peaceful within. Because there is a understanding of the as within, so without. This is why it starts within. This is why it starts within. This is why we're here, right? Try to figure it all out. Okay. See if there's any more cards that want to come out in this world that you're creating. Okay. So I want to say getting out of your comfort zones is definitely part of this process. Getting really comfortable in speaking your truth, communicating, and taking swift action, right? If you have a bag of stuff waiting to go to the thrift store, just pick it up and take it and drop it off. Boom, swift action, done, dealt with, over and done with, right? Not leave it in the back room, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, I could probably fit a couple more things in there, so we'll just leave it for a little while longer, right? This is avoidance. This is dragging it on. This is holding on to all of the energy that each item holds. And so release it, let it go. Okay, this is part of this resetting the blueprints, is the system check to find all of the bugs and the issues in order to efficiently release, get rid of. Yes. Okay. Let's get an astrological card. Okay, so I feel like gifts, reflecting on the gifts within. This is exactly it too. And the gifts that we discover through our coming out of comfort zones. Okay, and we went from a 10 to a 9 here. And in the swords, and the swords are intellect. So, intellect, swift motion, communication. So, stepping out of your comfort zones to speak your new world into being. So maybe you have, you're going through the motions, you're doing the things, but when you say the words out loud, there's an incongruence with what you're saying and how you are hearing it, right? So this is something that I observed in myself. Saying some things out loud, there's this conditioned bias, right? There's so much like in the world dismissing things, like if you like woo woo, right? And it's kind of like a talk down. Oh, somebody just posted on the there's like community pages, right? And somebody asked, is there anybody out there who's a good psychic, right? Or something like that. And the comments that were coming up, majority was all of this, what I'm trying to articulate, this bias, this dismissal, this they're all frauds and cons and just read the Bible or go see God, or there was all kinds of perspectives, right? And it's amazing how much of that, well, it isn't amazing. It's classic conditioning because it's everywhere. It's in movies, it's in shows. I see that all the time in movies. There's like a thing that they're pushing, and a lot of Hollywood still pushes the gender thing, right? Like even saying stuff like, oh, you throw like a girl, or it's like a reinforcing these old mindsets and ways of thinking. And even though we are mindfully pushing through and rewriting it, it's still part of our makeup, especially genetics, right? We have the genetic memory of oppression and racism and patriarchic oppression. And so we may be not speaking enough, right? We may be thinking it and thinking that that is good enough. Or when we do say it, we're kind of like saying it just loud enough to be audible, but kind of like checking around, is anybody hearing me? And no, nobody's hearing you, but also, are you hearing yourself, right? Is your is there resistance around that? Because what you speak needs to line up with what you think in order to have the power, right? To create worlds. And I mean, this is another level of the push through. It's not just all the conditioning in this lifetime, but right, we have the genetic memory of ancestors speaking their truth, speaking these words out loud and being overheard and then being punished to death sometimes, right? And so there is also a genetic resistance to the command, to the power of your voice, to the power of your stance, your sovereignty, your connection. So check with that. That may be having an effect on the world you are creating. There needs to be balance and cohesiveness. And so this is part of the reflectiveness, right? Of your inner states, making sure everything is lining up and finding the core wounds. I did notice a little bit of something there when I said that. Am I believing what I'm saying? Why, right? And follow it. Follow it along till you get somewhere and then be like, where am I? Well, how did I get here? Why am I here? Okay. So, any of these astrological cards? Uranus. Change. And look it, although I'm not showing you. Uranus, because I refuse to say anus, except for then. Look at it. Look at all these diamond Platonian solids. Is that what they call them? Okay, what do we got? A 25. Okay, we got 21, 23, 25. So we're in, isn't that negatives? 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Uranus acts like a cosmic clutch. Is that what a clutch is? No, a clutch on your vehicle. It takes us out of one gear, there we go, and after some chaos, shifts us into a new gear. Yeah, because what's happening is the thing is spinning and there's a little space. And when you put the clutch in, you line up or pause the spin so that you can move into another gear, something like that. So there's this chaos period in between. This is the liminal space. Okay. Uranus is the modern co-ruler of Aquarius and takes 84 years to round the zodiac. Uranus was the first planet we discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies difference and eccentricity, as it rotates in the opposite direction of most other planets and at an approximate right angle to them, with one pole pointing towards the sun. Interesting. I guess the sun does shine there. Okay, action. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach on the new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of diverse seeds, water them all, see what grows robustly, and weed the rest later. Beautiful. Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of Uranian restlessness, so rather than just flailing about, Look for the root cause and ask what change would actually solve the problem. Getting confirmation burps here. There's your reflectiveness confirmation. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. This is exactly it. How we choose to engage in our life, in our external and our internal, really plays a huge role in how we receive, process, and respond, right? Chaos can be an important catalyst, an unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform. Because your most authentic, eccentric self, you are just what is needed. Become your most authentic and eccentric self. You are just what is needed. This is a time to feel safe, to speak your truth, without the fear of suppression and oppression. So claim that, own that. This is part of your soul blueprint to be one who overcomes the attempts of suppression. And that's exactly what they were, right? In the past, that our ancestors had to endure. And so this is how we heal our ancestral line as well, is we are speaking, doing, feeling, seeing, considering, responding, and acting in ways that they didn't, couldn't, right? Didn't and couldn't. Okay. Uranus also encourages technical upgrades and a cutting edge approach, whether that means acquiring new equipment or new skills. The challenge: Uranus electrifies. It may feel like your finger is stuck in an electric socket. You are anxious to change, but you can spin your wheels until you shift into the new gear. Yeah, right? You can have that clutch down and it's spinning and you're just in neutral. Everything's in animated suspension, even though you're still cruising, right? Because you've built the momentum. But if you wait long enough, it'll start to slow and everything's going, what's happening? What are we doing? Right? And it's your action that and free will that physically moves the gear. And you either move it up or you move it down, right? You're either going to go faster or you're going to slow down and choose appropriately. Okay, the gift. Because we were talking about gifts with Gibble. Okay. Prepare for an evolutionary leap. Shocking circumstances can force you to engage gifts you didn't know you had and help you transform. You are not those external attributes in transformation. You will not dissolve. A caterpillar is still innately the same creature once it becomes a butterfly. Yes, because we retain the wisdom gained through the transformation process. This is what empowers, this is what locks us into our new form, right? The diamond can't ever become coal again. Something like that. Okay, there's these cards that I wanted to, these ones. These ones were, they're the chaos cards. What's it called? Gentle Chaos by Tyler Gacka, aka Ghost Honey. These are special. They got the gold on the edges. And we'll see if any of them want to come out and be a part of this reading. This gentle chaos. Yes. I also, when I was talking about shifting gears and evolutionary leap, it reminded me one of the first vehicles that I learned to drive on was a blue 69 Mustang. And I remember my stepdad, it was his car. He's like, okay. So we go to this back road or whatever. And he got me to, from stop, put it in second, not first, and floor it. And so we jumped, right? Usually you go in at first, then you move into second, as you're speeding up. And then we were we were going really fast, and then he's like, "Now floor it," or something, or no, what did you say? Yeah, he said floor it, and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Floor it," and so I just slammed on the brakes because I didn't know what was happening, and he's like, "Okay, good. We know that you can stop, but when I said floor it, I meant step on the gas." And I was like, "Oh, move faster? Okay." It was funny. But anyways, there was something that memory came back, and I think it has to do with moving fast. And who knows, maybe the universe is like, floor it, and you're like, what? Step on the brake? I don't know what to do. Okay, and that's okay too. That's part of the fun. And yeah, I learned and he learned that I can stop and keep the car straight when we're stopping quickly, right? Because it was like, and I didn't hit anything. Okay. That blue Mustang. His friend had a Corvette, and I always liked the Mustang better. The Corvette is so long front. I don't like a long front. I want even proportions. Okay, that's too many. It's too many, Spirit. I just want one. Yeah, 16. I was 16. Because that's how old you had to be to get your license back in the day. And I had my learners for, was it 3 to 6 months or something like that? And then was driving. My mom has a Polaroid of the day. The first time I borrowed the car with my new license, and my friend Liz was in the passenger seat, and we drove away with her car, and she took a picture. Which you do, right? I did the same when my son got his license. Okay, this one is the card. Beautiful. Love it. The declaration. I am magic. Reflect on that, right? Beautiful. Okay, where is it? Where is it? The declaration. The declaration's The declaration's message is clear. Say it to yourself. I am magic. Whatever you face, whatever you are battling, you are and will always be magic. Beautiful, especially in line with this speaking and maybe feeling a little, I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying, right? Declare it. The declaration. I am magic. Say it with me. I am magic. Yes. I see evidence of my magic every day. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Okay, let's get some love. Those ones. Okay, speak your truth. Okay, look at all this confirmation on speaking. So get used to it. Maybe say this to yourself, to your face, in the mirror daily, every morning. Get used to hearing the words come out of your face. See it, feel it, believe it. Yes. Hug a tree. I mean, this one keeps coming up because it's really important to ground your energy, and the trees are here to do just that for us. They're already grounded, right? You hug one, you're tapping into their groundedness. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So hug a tree, let it hug you back. You are divinely blessed. This is what the universe and spirit want to tell you constantly, right? You are divinely blessed. Believe it, own it, speak it, declare it. Be the smile on someone's face. Yeah. Random acts of kindness. Slap someone in the face with your smile and give generously. Okay. And clean your space. Okay. I feel like there was something about that in there. Oh, yes. The Queen of Pentacles and her focus on her material world and the self care. This can be a grounding practice. Turn it into a ritual. You are doing this for your future self. I had a moment with my divine masculine and feminine aspects. I had a few dishes in the sink, and I walked into the kitchen convincing myself that I was just going to leave those. It's fine for the morning, right? And my masculine stepped in and was like, I'll just do them because I know how much you like coming into the kitchen and it being clean. And I want to do that for you. And my feminine was like, well, you like walking into a clean kitchen also. So I want that for you as well. And so I just washed up those couple dishes. It took less than 5 minutes. And the next morning, my future self was gifted with a clean kitchen, right? And so, something about gifts balancing and nurturing your home space. This is all part of that peaceful inner resonance. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna charm or two. Look at all the rainbows. Boop, bada, boop, 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 bop. Okay, let's look at them together. Look at all the rainbows. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? So we've got the reliable and dependable, the man's best friend. I don't know. It's the human's best friend. Okay, and it is on this King of Hearts here, King of Cups. And so this is depend on your heart-based actions to move and guide you and take you where you need to go, okay? As much as you are depending on, this is how you steer your own ship, right? In this beautiful balance between your being and your doing, right? The ship is flowing, the ship is going, there's momentum. You just have to turn the wheel slightly every once in a while, right? Take action every once in a while, and the rest of the time, you're just letting it be and enjoying the sea, right? Okay. And hug a tree. Okay. And then we've got this wish that you scribe on this deer here and send it off into space for it to be received by the universe. Okay. This is what is your wishes, your continual creating and desiring and manifesting. This is what fuels change. And so let the things ebb and flow, come in and go, right? Lots of rhymes today. Okay, we got the fairy realms. Okay, this is the magic. This is the signs and synchronicities from your divine spirit team leading you, guiding you on your path. What is this? Oh, beautiful. I mean, yes. A beautiful love starts within, right? Get there. Get it. You got it. Okay, then we've got the community coral here. This knowing and awareness of how your actions, your frequency affects the world and everybody in it. And the coming together with like minds and extending, expanding, empowering the ripple effect. And then we've got the elephant that takes you. This is the river for me. You get on and you trust it knows. It's going to show you. It has its route. It knows where to go. And it's going to show you beautiful things. You just have to sit on the back and look around and enjoy the ride, right? This is the kind of world you are creating, you are getting into. This is part of your new way of being, is in gratitude, responding joyfully to evidence of your internal and external congruency. And then we have the owl, the wise owl, that's reminding you that you are freaking magic, okay? Trust it, own it, believe it, know it, reflect on it, and declare it, for it is so. Okay, there's what I have for you today. Love and appreciate you, and I hope to see you again in another reading. Have a good one. Enjoy the sunshine, and make sure you slap someone in the face today with your love and your smile. Okay, love you. See you next time. Bye for now.